Welcome to Course 3, Module 1, Chapter 1. In this chapter we explore how stakeholder dynamics and network perspectives shape the circular economy. As we move away from linear models, it's essential to understand how stakeholders interact and co-create value in circular systems. This chapter provides the theoretical foundations and practical insights needed to analyze stakeholder roles, collaboration mechanisms, and the importance of integrated participation for successful circular transitions. We will see how theory and real-world examples combine to drive circular economy success. In this chapter, we will examine the roles and engagement of stakeholders in the circular economy, review key theoretical foundations, and discuss systems thinking approaches. We'll explore institutional theory and legitimacy pressures, network theory and power dynamics, and collaborative governance frameworks. Finally, we'll look at case studies that demonstrate stakeholder collaboration in practice. By the end, you'll understand how these concepts work together to drive circular economy success and be able to answer key questions about stakeholder engagement and collaboration. Stakeholder roles and engagement in the circular economy. The shift from linear to circular models is characterized by increased interdependence among stakeholders. Unlike traditional models where actors operate independently, circular systems require ongoing collaboration and adaptation. Firms, consumers, regulators, civil society, academia, and waste processes are all integral to the design, implementation, and scaling of circular practices. Integrated participation is essential for creating sustainable value and achieving systemic change. This approach underscores the necessity of cross-sectoral cooperation and the alignment of diverse interests to support resilient and sustainable economic systems. Stakeholders are essential for designing closed-loop systems that enable resource reuse and sustainability. Their collective efforts foster policy innovation, helping to create new regulations and incentives for circular practices. Stakeholders also drive behavioral change, encouraging organizations and society to adopt circular approaches. Cross-sectoral collaboration is vital, as it brings together different perspectives and expertise to overcome barriers and achieve systemic change in the circular economy. The success of circular initiatives depends on the collective efforts of actors across the value chain and broader societal structures, making stakeholder engagement a cornerstone of circular transitions. This point emphasizes the importance of applying these concepts in real-world scenarios to strengthen understanding and impact. Collaboration in the circular economy is supported by mechanisms like extended producer responsibility, which requires producers to manage their product's end of life and work with waste processes. EPR schemes foster partnerships, improve recycling rates, and enhance overall waste management. Business customer engagement is also key, as companies involve customers in circular practices, raising awareness and encouraging adoption. These mechanisms connect producers, processors, and consumers in shared responsibility, driving value creation and market development. Such collaborative approaches are vital for building effective circular systems and ensuring the adoption of circular products and services. This point emphasizes the importance of applying these concepts in real-world scenarios to strengthen understanding and impact. Stakeholder engagement in the circular economy faces barriers such as weak legislation, limited government support, and fragmented policies. Overcoming these challenges requires improved communication and cooperation among governments, NGOs, and businesses. Proactive engagement by firms, where they work closely with stakeholders to co-create sustainable value, drives innovation and accelerates circular economy adoption. Building trust, ensuring transparent communication, and aligning interests are essential strategies for overcoming these barriers. Enhanced cooperation among all stakeholders is necessary to stimulate innovation and foster the adoption of circular practices, making engagement a key driver of successful transitions. The circular economy's success depends on collaborative engagement among a wide range of stakeholders. Their integrated efforts drive value creation, reduce barriers, and enable systemic change across sectors. By working together, stakeholders foster innovation, improve resource efficiency, and build a resilient, sustainable future. Collaboration is not just beneficial, it's indispensable for achieving circular economy goals and ensuring long-term impact. The multifaceted and collaborative engagement of stakeholders is essential for fostering a resilient and sustainable economic future, highlighting the importance of collective action in circular transitions. Theoretical foundations for understanding stakeholder dynamics. Stakeholder theory provides a fundamental framework for understanding the complex web of relationships in organizations. In the circular economy, this theory expands beyond a firm-centric view to embrace a broader system-wide perspective. The transition to circularity requires coordinated action and collaboration across diverse actors, not just within a single firm. Normative stakeholder theory emphasizes moral obligations to engage inclusively, while instrumental stakeholder theory focuses on the benefits of collaboration for performance and sustainability. This systemic approach is essential for achieving sustainable transitions, as it recognizes the interconnected roles that drive circular value creation. Normative stakeholder theory emphasizes the moral responsibility of businesses to include all stakeholders in decision-making, ensuring fairness and equity. Instrumental stakeholder theory focuses on the practical benefits of collaboration, such as improved performance and financial gains. Both perspectives are important in the circular economy, where ethical obligations and business outcomes are closely linked. Effective stakeholder engagement leads to better circular performance, resource efficiency, and sustainability. By considering both normative and instrumental dimensions, organizations can foster broad acceptance and drive successful circular transitions. The stakeholder salience model helps organizations identify and prioritize key stakeholders based on power, legitimacy, and urgency. In the circular economy, this model guides engagement strategies by focusing on those stakeholders who have the greatest influence, rightful claims, and immediate interests. Prioritizing engagement ensures that efforts are directed where they can have the most impact on circular transitions. This approach is vital for achieving effective outcomes, as it helps organizations navigate the complex landscape of stakeholder interests and drive systemic change in circular ecosystems. Empirical applications of stakeholder theory show its value in guiding circular economy transitions. Successful initiatives often involve cross-industry collaborations, joint value creation, and the integration of smart technologies in supply chains. Direct engagement with stakeholders, especially customers, is crucial for generating value and ensuring the effectiveness of circular products and services. These examples highlight the importance of systemic, theory-driven engagement for advancing circular practices. By involving stakeholders in joint activities, organizations can simultaneously advance business goals and sustainability objectives. Importantly, measurable outcomes, such as higher recovery rates, lower input costs, and faster product iteration, emerge when engagement is embedded into day-to-day operations. Stakeholder theory provides a robust framework for analyzing and enhancing the roles of various actors in the circular economy. By shifting from a firm-centric to a systemic perspective, it highlights both the ethical and practical imperatives of broad, integrated engagement. This approach is essential for achieving a successful and equitable transition to circularity, ensuring that all stakeholders are involved in creating sustainable value. The theory underscores the importance of inclusive participation and coordinated action for driving circular economy success. Systems thinking in circular economy. Systems thinking offers a comprehensive framework for understanding the dynamic and interdependent nature of circular economy systems. It moves beyond linear views, focusing on feedback loops, delays, and non-linear relationships that shape outcomes. By considering economic, environmental, and social dimensions together, systems thinking helps design more effective and sustainable circular strategies that adapt to changing conditions. This holistic perspective is essential for identifying leverage points and understanding the interconnected roles of stakeholders in circular systems. Systems thinking identifies leverage points, places where small changes can have big impacts within circular economy systems. Stakeholders are seen as integral components, connected through material flows, institutions, and cultural norms. Recognizing these interconnections enables the design of resilient strategies that adapt to change and support circular goals, making stakeholder engagement central to effective system design. Understanding the influence of diverse actors is fundamental for designing interventions that shift entire systems towards circularity. Material flow analysis is a practical tool for identifying leverage points in systems like urban waste management. Systemic design principles, combined with stakeholder engagement, help create sustainable business models that use local resources efficiently. Integrating economic, environmental, and social considerations ensures that circular strategies are both effective and inclusive, supporting holistic sustainability in practice. Examples from urban factories and supply chains show how systems thinking and stakeholder involvement lead to innovative circular solutions. A comprehensive approach to circular economy analysis includes economic and environmental integration, collaboration, and a broad scope. Considering 8 types of capital: natural, manufactured, financial, human, social, political, cultural, and digital, enhances our understanding of system dynamics and stakeholder roles. This holistic view supports more effective circular interventions and helps address complex sustainability challenges. By integrating these dimensions, organizations can develop strategies that are resilient, adaptive, and inclusive. Systems thinking helps us understand complex interdependencies and identify effective intervention points in circular economy frameworks. By recognizing the interconnected roles of stakeholders, material flows, and governance structures, we can design circular strategies that are resilient and adaptable to change. This approach is essential for long-term circular economy success and for building systems that can evolve with new challenges. Embracing systems thinking enables organizations to foster truly resilient and adaptive circular strategies. Institutional theory and legitimacy pressures in CE transitions. Institutional theory explains how organizations respond to regulatory, normative, and cognitive pressures to gain legitimacy. In the circular economy, these pressures shape stakeholder behavior and organizational strategies. Regulatory compliance, industry norms, and shared cultural beliefs all influence how stakeholders act and how organizations are perceived. Navigating these pressures is essential for successful circular economy adoption and for maintaining stakeholder support. Organizations must align with evolving laws, norms, and expectations to achieve legitimacy in circular transitions. Mimetic isomorphism occurs when organizations replicate successful circular practices to align with institutional expectations. Legitimacy is not static, it evolves through ongoing interactions between regulators and firms. Managing stakeholder perceptions and building trust are crucial for maintaining legitimacy in circular sectors, as organizations must continually adapt to changing norms and expectations in the circular economy. Effective stakeholder relationship management is key to sustaining legitimacy and driving circular strategies. Different types of institutional pressures: coercive, normative, and mimetic influence the adoption of circular practices. Stakeholder pressure, combined with organizational capabilities like agility and information exchange, drives circular supply chain adoption. Understanding these dynamics helps organizations respond strategically to external demands and align their practices with circular economy goals. Stakeholders can act as mediators, amplifying or buffering institutional forces and shaping strategic responses. Stakeholder pressure is a key driver of circular supply chain practices, moderated by capabilities such as environmental information exchange and innovation orientation. Stakeholders also mediate institutional forces, shaping how firms respond to external pressures and align with corporate social responsibility goals. Effective stakeholder management is essential for advancing circular economy adoption and overcoming institutional challenges. Sophisticated engagement strategies are needed to anticipate and respond to varied demands. Institutional entrepreneurs play a vital role in advancing the circular economy by introducing new norms and practices that challenge the linear status quo. They mobilize support from key stakeholders and help shape the evolving institutional landscape. Developing targeted engagement strategies is essential for building momentum and driving systemic change towards circularity, making these entrepreneurs key agents of transformation. Their efforts help create new standards and mobilize collective action for circular transitions. Network theory, stakeholder interactions and power dynamics. In the circular economy, stakeholder networks are visualized as nodes, actors, connected by ties, relationships. These networks enable value co-creation and span supply chains, waste loops, and service systems. Dense, trust-based networks are essential for efficient information flow and joint problem-solving, supporting successful circular transitions and fostering collaboration across sectors. Hybrid forms of networks are increasingly common, reflecting the need for diverse collaborations in circular innovations. Collaborative activities within circular economy ecosystems drive local strategies and sustainable business goals. Industrial symbiosis benefits from geographical proximity but also requires strong governance and support. Effective stakeholder governance involves diverse actors and collective strategies that transcend industry boundaries, enabling complex adaptive systems and supporting circular supply chain coordination. Engagement between stakeholders and customers is crucial for value creation and exchange. Power is unevenly distributed in stakeholder networks, with large companies and governments often holding more influence. Smaller businesses and local groups may struggle to have their voices heard in decision-making. Recognizing and navigating these power dynamics is crucial for ensuring fair and successful circular transitions, as power differences shape priorities, resource allocation, and the pace of change. Strategies must address these imbalances to ensure inclusive participation and equitable outcomes. Policy entrepreneurs drive circular economy policies by championing new ideas and influencing national agendas. Organizational capabilities, such as committed leadership and skilled teams, help firms overcome challenges in adopting circular business models. Civil society organizations engage with businesses, sometimes cooperating and sometimes challenging, to foster circular innovation and support market adaptation. Knowledge sharing and flexible structures encourage adoption of circular practices among SMEs. Successfully navigating power and influence in the circular economy requires strategic thinking and genuine collaboration. Sometimes, this means challenging old power structures. Other times, it involves building new ways to influence change. The goal is to support sustainable development and circularity for all stakeholders, ensuring inclusive participation and equitable outcomes in circular transitions. Smart strategies and collaboration across groups and sectors are essential for overcoming barriers and driving change. Collaborative governance frameworks in the circular economy. Collaborative governance frameworks enable diverse groups to work together effectively in the circular economy. They bring together public bodies, private companies, and researchers on shared platforms, building trust and promoting shared learning. Establishing common practices is the foundation of effective stakeholder collaboration, helping to manage complex networks and align interests for circular success. These frameworks are vital for building resilient pathways and aligning stakeholder actions towards sustainability. Collaboration can take many forms, from individual companies to entire industries and cross-sector partnerships. Successful governance depends on understanding the system context, collaborative regimes, and group dynamics. Collective decision-making across organizational borders is key to effective circular transitions, enabling stakeholders to work together and make informed decisions based on shared understanding. Integrating collaboration across boundaries is essential for tackling circular economy challenges. Adaptation and open innovation are essential for sectors collaborating in the circular economy. Intermediaries and officials identify opportunities and guide transitions, helping to build resilient pathways towards circularity. Inclusive cooperative networks, such as those involving waste pickers, strengthen economic inclusion and help scale up circular models, empowering marginalized groups and supporting formal integration. Building connections across industries is key to scaling circular economy models. Inclusive frameworks empower marginalized groups by integrating them into formal economic systems. Intermediaries and government officials play vital roles in enabling collaboration and guiding transitions. Building connections across industries and new supply actors is crucial for scaling circular economy models, ensuring that all stakeholders benefit from circular practices and that systems are truly inclusive. Real-world examples show how inclusive frameworks can empower groups often left on the margins. Scaling up circular economy models requires building partnerships beyond traditional supply chains. Dynamic capabilities, inclusive frameworks, and cross-industry connections are essential for effective collaboration and the widespread adoption of circular practices. By linking diverse actors and empowering marginalized groups, we can create resilient, scalable circular systems that deliver lasting impact. Cross-industry connections help bring new actors into circular supply networks. Case studies. Stakeholder collaboration in practice. Recycle is an Indian company that uses technology to connect waste pickers, companies, and recyclers. Its apps help waste pickers link with households and businesses, ensuring better prices and transparent payments. Producers can track and manage their product waste, while recyclers receive a steady supply of materials. This digital platform increases recycling rates, improves income for waste pickers, and helps companies comply with environmental regulations, making the recycling process more efficient and equitable. Recycle's approach demonstrates how technology can facilitate stakeholder collaboration and drive circular outcomes. The Pro Thailand network brings together 7 major companies, including Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Nestlé, and Tetra Pak, to address packaging waste. By pooling resources, these companies run pilot projects to find effective ways to collect and recycle packaging like bottles and cartons. They work with the Thai government to help develop extended producer responsibility (EPR) policies and partner with local waste collectors and recycling businesses. Public campaigns educate consumers about recycling and proper sorting. This collaboration has increased recycling rates, supported a national waste management system, and shows how joint corporate action can advance circular economy goals. Understanding stakeholder roles and interactions is fundamental for successful circular economy transitions, as these relationships shape collaboration and value creation. Coordinated efforts among diverse actors accelerate sustainable, systemic change and ensure circular initiatives are effective and widely adopted. Integrating theoretical frameworks with practical approaches guides the design and implementation of robust, adaptable strategies. Building trust, transparent communication, and inclusive processes is vital for overcoming challenges like conflicting interests, data sharing sensitivities, and fragmented policies. Intermediaries help align interests and resolve conflicts, while innovative governance models, such as scenario analysis and game theory, support optimal, widely accepted decisions for circular progress. Thank you for your attention. Next, we continue with Module 1, Chapter 2.